suspend the flight since about October of 2005 and after the tsunami. So we planned so many times because they have a very high demanding from Japan. And I think this is the last year we're planning for that. And then we decided on the last winter to start the flight from Japan.
Last winter? You
last
mean
winter.
Several months ago, 6 months ago?
We have a budget year last year, and then it began about November, December. We try to put it in the budget, and then it's gone. It's on the way on the budget, and then we have a very enough aircraft to do the flight from Narita direct to Phuket. Mm-hmm.
Sort of haven't really announced it, not loudly, very quietly.
Yeah, right.
Have you announced it in Japan?
The general manager in Japan, they announced is very widely in Japan. I think it's about 6 months ago they done all the advertising directly to pass with our agent in Japan and also in the commercial, just like wrapping the bus running around the Tokyo town. They know us a lot. As you know that Phuket used to be the very famous destination of among Japanese people. Right now, after 6 months passed, the Phuket is come up from the 10th ranking to the 4th ranking. The first one is Hawaii, the second one is Guam, and the third one is Bali. So the fourth one is Phuket.
Ranking of what?
Of the interesting place to go, for the very famous place to go to visit in Japan.
Well, tell us about this flight, the number and the capacity and the load factor you expect.
Yeah, the flight number is CG671. Is the load capacity is 30 seats in Royal Seal class, or you call business class, and 279 in economy class. We operate with the 777 Series 200 directly from Narita to Bangkok. The flight will start from
Important thing.
Yeah, right. Sorry. To Phuket. And we start from Tokyo about 10 in the morning, and we arrive in Phuket about 3:30 in the evening, right? Mm-hmm.
So that will save approximately, as far as I can see from the schedules, about 2 hours as opposed to an indirect flight usually via Bangkok.
Yeah, you mean we have a flight indirect from Bangkok. You can save about, I think you can save the hour for more than 4 hours because you have a transit time in Bangkok too, right? So we have to save a lot of time. Mm-hmm.
Well, what load factor then do you expect, percentage of the flight to be filled now?
Yeah.
Is there a minimum as well?
Yeah, in the first month we have really report a very significant load factor. We're gonna about 75 to 85 load factor on this sector. This means that we have a very big welcome to Phuket for our Japanese. And I think that mainly the load factor we expect to remain in the flight about 75% for the load factor.
75%?
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the Phuket Tourist Association and many other tourist leaders wanted you to restart this flight since the tsunami, I think, since when you stopped it, right? Why has it taken this long, though, to get it back?
As you know, one thing, the Japanese market is very sensitive. All the people in Japan, they're sensitive to the earthquake and tsunami and all the things. They try to reboot the market. Just before we cancel the flight is October of 2005. They had to reboot, but they're not coming back to Phuket. So we just leave the time for a little bit years, and then we're gonna test the market again. And they have a lot of requirements, a lot of demanding for the going to Phuket. So we start again. That's it. Mm-hmm.
And will there be return direct flights from Phuket to Tokyo?
Actually, we like to, but right now the Japanese tourism and then all the tourists from Japan, they normally after they've spent a long holiday in Phuket, they like to go shopping and look around in Bangkok too. For their demanding and they're requesting they like to visit Bangkok and on the way back to Narita, better than direct from here. They said that.
So it's based on their request. But
Yeah.
would you introduce it later, perhaps? Then?
We like to, but I think in Phuket they have a lot of future about the market on that side to Japan too. But right now, what we're gonna do and requesting by the mainly who support us on the flight, it should be something like the requirement, like I said.
Who's going to come on this first flight then from Tokyo? Will the media, for example, or VIPs come?
Yeah. This situation of the market right now, the airline, we are just in a bit turbulence now, in the turbulence of some industrial in the airlines. And right now we just very happy because the first flight is filled up with just only 10% of the media. About 30 persons we invite, and then all is FIT is being just a real customer who pay is a revenue to us. So it means that our agency and our customer, they really like to come to Phuket very much. So that is mean that it's very nice for the Phuket people, and all the things happen here that Japan is come back.
671 back because of I could say that it's the politics, to involve with and take away from Phuket to Chiang Mai. I can say that another 4 or 5 years passed, and 5671 return back to Phuket. That is, everyone grabbing the hand for the heroes, whoever, who made a decision to fly this flight back from Tokyo to Phuket. And I would say, please receive a thankful from Phuket people, and especially the tourist industry from Phuket, because the number of tourists from Japan has been dropped down because of no direct flight to Phuket, and it's take a little long time, to wait in Bangkok for the aircraft changing. So it's make the passengers feel boring to wait for a long time. And
about 2 hours.
2 or 3 hours. Sometimes it's longer than that. And the passengers feel, not comfortable. It doesn't like flying direct to Phuket. I would say that, you have to look at Phuket in this way. We make Phuket, it's just like a backyard of the tourist destinations like Tokyo, Osaka, or Singapore, Malaysia. Why we do that? Because we need a short vacation from the short haul, passengers to come to Phuket, to play golf, to shopping, to eating, and do some spa treatment. The backyard means it's just like your holiday destination and easy to come. So once you can fly direct to Phuket, then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you can come anytime, any weekend. So this can increase the number of tourists into Phuket from the destination origin, like Japan, Singapore, Malaysia. And this is good for Phuket, especially to increase the income and the total number of the tourists coming into Phuket. So once we have the flight direct, so this is good.
Only direct one way. Why haven't they made it direct from Phuket to Tokyo? You still have to go via Bangkok. And it's only twice a week as well, yeah? So you as the main driver and main pusher for this direct flight, why can you persuade them to go the whole way?
We also afraid of the return flight. It may not be cover the cost and the capacity, because if we would like to do the OD flights, origin destinations, fly back and forth, we have to make sure that we have the enough passengers, to fit in. Otherwise, we cannot afford to fly also. But the circle route at the moment is good enough for us. The circle routes mean Narita, Phuket, Bangkok, Narita. So the passengers can also extend their stay in Bangkok another 2 days or 3 days. That is good for Thailand as well. So I agree with this at the moment. To fly twice a week is good. At least they use the 777-E200. That is, the aircraft is big enough because it feels like 350 seats or 60 seats. And if you're continuing like this, the total number of the tourists from Japan will be increased. And also, not only the Japanese tourists, but those expats or those who connected the flight to Tokyo, they also may fly to Phuket as well. And this flight, I hope that they will not going to cancel again, because once they're reborn here, and please do it permanently. And I believe that the Phuket Tourist Association will do any which way we can, or try all the best of our effort to look after the flight 671 to Phuket.
Is there a danger starting it now in the sort of low season here, but is it a good season for Japanese to come still?
After gone through with Kun Vivat, the general manager of TG Tokyo, and Kun Tam from TG Phuket, sorry to say nicknames, I can't remember. We found out that the reservation for the first, second, and the third flight is already full.